3, 2, 1.
All right, Semien and Seager shut me the fuck up. Josh Smith, probably the most underrated in the MLB, and Christopher Morel looks like a kitty cat. This is the Bench Mitch, your Texas Rangers podcast. Let's go.
Woo, 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 woo.
I was chirping that dude for looking like a kitty cat.
Bro, why did he put his eye black on like that?
It's
like
raining dogs.
The dude looked like he was like ready to go trick or treating, not like hit a baseball.
Yeah, he like visited a carnival before he showed up to the ballpark.
Forgot about that. That was fun, man.
All right,
Yeah.
so me
Y'all
and
went to
Matt
the
are
game
back
on
from
Friday.
Yeah. We went to the game on Friday. We turned up. Matt had some crazy ass tickets. Took me to a club that I've never been to. It's very exclusive. A lot of Illuminati players in there. I ate some salmon. I ate some calzones, some hot dogs, some soft serve.
Those calzones, let's be honest, those were Hot Pockets, but that's okay.
They still slapped.
Yeah,
Right.
I fuck with Hot Pockets.
I just didn't like burping it up
noise.
in like this sixth inning. I was like burping up calzone smell.
Dude, the sneak
That's
move,
just age.
the tricky move that I figured out was you go to the like soft serve or the frozen yogurt or whatever the fuck that shit is.
Yeah.
And then I like got a plastic bag and just filled that thing up with gummy worms, dude. I was just sitting in my seat.
Dude, those were high end. Those were high end gummy worms. Bro.
Yeah, they're like
weren't
the
hard.
sour
They were
ones.
flavorful. Yeah.
Were they only like blue, red, and white? Come on.
No,
They
had
were
all
like
of
the
them.
double-sided ones, you know, like you
All
had
right.
the green and yellow.
Trophy. All right.
Like the
Fair
the
enough.
trolley sour ones. Yeah, they were fire.
Sponsored.
Dude,
Good.
Honestly, they were like the consistency on these worms was like peak worm consistency, bro.
They were really
They
good.
knew.
They were top notch.
They know where to get them. They probably get them flown in every day.
Yeah, there's like they got a worm guy.
Yeah, exactly.
That spot was tight though. Like right out the window from where we were eating and stuff. Like the Rays were taking BP and stuff. So
Yeah,
it's
from
pretty
like
cool,
the front of it, you're like closer to the plate than the pitcher is.
Oh,
true.
really? That's amazing. Y'all said y'all were sitting by. Actually, I mean, we're doing a broadcast here, an audio and video broadcast. But y'all said y'all were sitting by like a local Dallas broadcast legend, right?
Down in the club, he was like a table away from us. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, he was still perusing the same area, probably looking confused at his age, I imagine.
I'm an old man. I'm confused.
You're under arrest.
I mean, I think he knew we were at a baseball game. He definitely knew we were at a buffet. I know that.
Well,
Dude,
yeah,
I definitely knew we were at a buffet. That shit slapped. I ate way too much.
delicious.
Just got down there, headed straight to the bar.
That's how you
Yeah.
do it.
Pretty sick though. Like open bar, like concierge service, pretty much. Like it was crazy, man.
So instead of like someone screaming hot dogs, it was hot dogs, sir?
Would you
No,
like
you
hot-
do it from your phone, and then a couple minutes later, like someone shows up with a bag and like hands
Or
you
you can go down
hot
there
dogs.
and just grab
or
it.
yeah, or you can go to the buffet and get it yourself. But yeah,
I'd feel a lot more comfortable if whenever you added like the hot dog to your cart or whatever in the app, if it played the
Yeah.
hot dog drop. I would feel
Yeah.
it would make me feel a lot better.
they do spell it like that at a few different places in the stadium, just like HAWWWWW.
Hell yeah. Okay, good. They're trying to
Yeah.
keep it around. Yeah.
I mean, that guy was a legend, the original voice of hot dogs.
Right, the 90s guy? Yeah.
Like, that's crazy, like, the legend of that hot dog vendor.
No,
lives on.
absolutely. It lives on so much that like even there's a guy who even just like a month ago, I mean not even a month. I think it was preseason. I don't think it was that recently, but I mean he was there in the state. It was a Texas Rangers game like in the stadium. And he was doing it. And like so just even it's so memeified in our stadium.
Like that fool should be in Cooperstown.
Exactly.
I wonder what he's doing
Exactly.
now. Do you think we could get him on an episode of the pod?
He's
or what?
probably
Man.
like teaching young hot dog vendors how to do it.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
I hope so, yeah.
It's like probably on masterclass or something.
He's doing like
There
guest
you go.
lectures at like colleges. And,
Yeah, he's tenured hot dog guy.
Probably UNT Dallas, probably the
Yeah,
Dallas
right.
campus, yeah.
The hospitality department's just got him in there, like.
Yeah, just teaching Riz. Just teaching a
Yeah.
class on Riz. Yeah.
I remember there was like
Understanding.
a guy sold like lemon chills, and he could do like a crazy bird whistle. I'm not even gonna attempt it. It was like
Really?
I think he had like a gold tooth too.
That's legendary.
It's like, dude, I I know where I'm getting my lemon chill. When was the last time you had a lemon chill?
I don't. I was gonna say probably like Six Flags when I was 11 or something.
Dude, I might hit 7-Eleven after we're done recording the pod.
Delicious.
6-pack of chills.
Yeah.
Dude, fire flames.
All right. Well, I'd like to get into the breakdown if that's cool with everyone.
All right, let's do the breakdown.
All right, April 4th, Friday, when me and Matt were at the game, knocking down brewskis and watching our boys take a dub, Tyler Molly holds it down. 5 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, 0 earned. Josh Smith hit a home run. That was awesome. Big exit velo on that. Rangers win 5-2. The 5th, Saturday, Semien, Berger, Langford, all homer. Smith, Garcia, Pilar all swipe a bag. DeGrom pitches 5.2. He did let up 2 home runs and 4 earned. He did strike out 3, but we held on to win it 6-4. And then Sunday, Kumar Rocker looked a lot more stable on the mound. A lot of soft contact. Joshy gets a stolen base. Langford gets a stolen base. Heim gets a stolen base. These are the running Rangers. Leote got a stolen base, his fifth of the year. Semien with an RBI fielder's choice. That's okay. Seager with his first home run. Holler at your boy, Seager. I'm your biggest fan.
Hey, look at me. Sorry.
Mark Church did let up the lead that we had, but it's okay because Jacob Webb went with a scoreless 8. Joshy again, dude. Bottom of the 9th, 2-out double, and then Heim walks it off for the Rangers sweep.
Hoo!
Pew, 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 pew.
Boo, 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 boo.
How'd you guys feel about that series?
I didn't pay 100% attention, to be honest.
I'm going to be honest, too. I didn't watch the game yesterday.
Oh, really?
I watched it, but
I was sleeping all day. I was watching MASH and just taking a day for myself.
I basically did the same. I mean, you know, unfortunately being in Colorado, I don't have access to a lot of the games, but I watch the highlights and I watch as much as I can, and then I like to read up on, like, I guess what the fans are saying on Reddit. I mean, I don't know. But anyway, that's like the best I can kind of do. But I don't know, like seeing the highlights, it felt like there was just more confidence. Everybody bringing just on the offense, if that's what you want to call it. Just on the hitting side, I didn't see too much.
I do want Jock to figure it out. He seems like he's not seeing as many pitches as he needs to in order to get it going. Me and Matt did notice that he did use a torpedo bat in his first AB Friday night, but then he went back to the OG.
But
every AB after that.
I apologize, James. End of Okay.
Yeah, he started the game with a torpedo bat. He definitely was not using it later in the game. I don't know, maybe he didn't feel good with it,
But I'm seeing like a lot of first pitch swinging out of him right now, and he's just like wanting to mash. I get it, but like what you're doing is you're not only not running up the pitch count for the opposing team and getting deep into their bullpen. What you're doing it is effectively making it easier for them to just shut us down every inning.
If there's something wrong with his swing, I don't know, but they'll figure it out. It's early in the year.
Do you think he's using the wrong color on all his bright gear?
I think that shit looks cool, man. Looks like a MLB The Show creative character or something.
Yeah.
See, you know what? That's actually an interesting conversation. I mean, generally in sports, like, we grew up in the 90s where, like, I mean, 80s, 90s where the Charlotte Hornets, you know, that color, that teal, the Bobcats, whatever you want to call it. Man, everyone had to have that jacket. But I mean, really, like, that's a good era of, like, we're making jerseys that in the future, now in hindsight, are like, man, this is like we're creating our own character in whatever video game we're playing. Like, How do y'all feel about that? You know, the Panthers, same kind of deal. Just like,
I like the flash in the game.
Right.
I think it adds to the individuality, and it also is like more players are starting to like brand themselves now,
right,
and try and like sell their likeness and how they play the game. So it's good for them. I mean, they're all rich, so I don't really give a shit that much. But he needs to figure out the fucking zone and see some more pitches. On the adverse side of that, Corey Seager hit his home run, you know, in Sunday's game.
You can tell while we were there on Friday, it's like your boy Semien is hitting the ball really hard.
I mean, he got a home run
just right at people. I mean, even his outs that were like hard hit balls.
Right. Yeah, he's making good contact. It's just that, I don't see Jock doing the same thing because Semien's taking 6 to 8 pitches in AB, and Jock's just swinging wildly.
I mean, I think in general, we haven't seen a lot of walks in general. Like, I think guys are attacking the zone, so
You're right.
he's not hitting it, but it's not. I don't think he's necessarily like wildly chasing or like wasting ABs on.
We're definitely attacking the base pads. I think we're either first or second in the AL in stolen bases right now.
We're up there, well, especially in this series. Like, they were going nuts against.
What's crazy though is Tampa Bay is number 2, right behind us in stolen bases.
Yeah, I feel like we can't fucking throw anyone out.
Well, it's a lot of like them getting overturned safe rulings and us not. I've noticed. Like, whenever it goes to New York, it's like a fucking coin toss, dude.
I mean, it just seems like if someone wants second base, they can have it. The only runner we've thrown out stealing was actually from the pitcher. He stepped off because the guy left early. I think that's the only caught stealing we got.
Yeah. But we did see Langford swipe one Friday night after getting hit. You called it.
Yeah.
That was tight. That kid's got incredible speed.
It's like, oh, you're going to hit me? I'm kind of annoyed, so I'm just going to steal second on you.
Right.
Take the chance.
Something's got to be said for how underrated Josh Smith is. Like, he's having a hell of a start to a season. Whether it's a liner, a double, an RBI, a swipe bag, whatever he's got to do, he's getting it done for the boys. Like, we don't win that game unless Josh Smith takes 2 off that last liner out the left.
Look it up. See what's up. You mentioned it being a coin flip anytime it goes to New York or whatever, but I don't know. Like the stuff that they try in the minor leagues, like how, like do you want robots in the game?
No, because it doesn't fucking matter because even though we have the technology, and I think Dave Raymond made this point during the game.
Oh yeah,
Sunday's game. Even though we have the technology, it's still on a human side to make the judgment. So, like, how they use that technology is still there can still be human error.
No, you're absolutely right. Because I don't know if you heard anything about like what they're getting rid of the chain gang in the NFL, right? Well, they're not using it's still not a chip in the ball to see exactly where the ball is on the field. It's just to measure from where it's literally to measure from where the ref places the ball. So it's still going to be arguments over where the ball's placed. It's not a computer.
Right, and even what they present to the viewer is off.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. It's
so people can get mad, but
it's not if it's going to be used disingenuously like that, then it's just a joke. I'm not going to get into it, but I was reading a little bit about like it's actually used really, really well, and how you would kind of want it to be used in tennis. Mm-hmm. In tennis, but we're not going to talk about tennis. Well, anyway,
it's a sport I do not pay attention to, but I have respect for.
Tripping, bro.
No, but
tennis is sick.
No, I love playing tennis. I've never like followed it, but hey, if I got time, I'll do it. We'll do it.
Yeah, I played one semester of high school tennis.
Yeah, I only did in middle school, but hey, I've still got the muscle memory, so that's nice. But anyway,
I do not.
I won a trophy.
Oh, really? You know what? I won consolation double, so I think that means 4th place overall, something like that. Anyway, what did you discover about Mr. Smith there?
He's got he'll be a free agent in 29. He's got arbitration years left.
Sick.
So I mean, we could let him go, but he's got 3 arbitration years after this year.
Nice.
He makes under $1 million.
Beautiful. Well, there's a lot of potential there.
He's doing great, though.
Yeah.
Well, he makes under $1 million for the Rangers. I know he's got shit going with like Deep Ellum Brewing and stuff like that.
I mean, on
good for him.
Stuff.
Right.
Good for him. I always laugh at sponsorships because I remember being in a gas station. I think it was like 2016, 17 or something like that, and it was 2 days after Tony Romo had like shattered his collarbone again. And there was just like an ad for him with muscle milk, Like, shit didn't work, did it?
Maybe
when I had that Burnett's vodka sponsorship that I had.
Yeah.
That was sick,
I didn't know that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
If you have an image of that, you got to throw it over so I can put it on. I can put it on for reference so people can
They
see.
made me like this giant vinyl banner that had my. I'll send you an image. I got a picture of it somewhere.
Hell yes. Okay.
It's my face on like a wrestling title belt.
Beautiful.
Like,
oh my god.
Burnett Swaka, TJ Party McFly. Yeah.
I do have PTSD from Sweet Tea Burnett's, and I think y'all know why. But we'll just
fireflies, man.
Yeah.
We'll just leave it
I used
at
to
that.
crush them shit.
Well, Burnett's, so since I was like, on the sponsorship deal or whatever, they would send me like a case of like random flavors, or if they got a new flavor, and they had so many gross ones.
Right? Yeah.
Like,
See, the new version of that is actually Dallas local. I think it's Plano, Texas. Buzzballs. Like that's like a new bit for everybody.
I've seen
I think that's it was like a TWU student came up with that or something. I think.
Yeah. No, it's partially woman owned, and I think that was the thing. Is like it was out of Fort Worth, but they're located in Plano. But yeah, like I mean they've been around forever, but it's crazy like. What Gen Z or whatever the current drinking 21-year-olds, they fucking love that shit for some reason. I don't know.
I'm just trying to keep back and have a Four Loko with the boys,
That must be what it is. I mean, there has to be like a coffee buzzball with fucking milligrams of caffeine. There has to be.
Dude, I've been getting on those espresso martinis and getting just wired.
Yeah, hey, whatever gets you through the game, whatever Whenever we're icing everybody out, you just need to kind of like get through like a bottom. Yeah. That's espresso martini. Anyway, James,
I've noticed in this series, in the Rays series that we just swept, all their batters seemed fucking pissed. I've never seen more of the Rays batters just stand in the batter's box after Blue rings them up.
Well, we were chirping them pretty good the other night.
Dude, they were so mad. Brandon Lau got fucking pissed.
Dude, that was so sad. I felt
he was
bad.
Yeah. He was so mad. And then, Christopher Morel had like eye paint, eye black, in like whisker form.
Yeah.
So he looked like a little kitty cat. We can probably pull up a picture of that.
I'll throw it up.
I was chirping that one guy like saying like we had just as many hits as him or some shit.
Oh, right. Danny Jansen.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we got the same average. We're sitting in the seats, bro.
The look in his eyes, he was just like saw him.
That's what I want to know your opinion on. Like, just from what you saw, like, do you think it was more of their bats just not showing up, or was it, wow, like our pitching still holding it down through another series?
That's another point I wanted to get to. I think our bullpen's really holding it down right now, with exception to a couple that are just like, I think Mark Church is trying to look too fucking cute out there.
Mm.
Like
that was funny when like felt like he was getting grounded for not having
his pitch calm on. Yeah, he
funny.
couldn't get it right, and Boch was like, "Get the fuck out of here."
Get done. Take a shower, bud.
He waddled out there.
Yeah, dude, hobbled out. I'm pretty sure, like, me and breakdancer Andy saw Boch walking into the stadium Friday night. It was an old guy that was hobbling into the stadium that looked like him with a jacket on.
No, for sure. If you were just at like you and your wife take a vacation, you're at a resort at a beach, and you just kind of see like you're walking towards the sand, in the sand towards the beach, and you just see in front of you that there's already footsteps, and they kind of look like they're hobbled. Like, I don't know, but I gotta make sure. Yeah, it might not be him, but we gotta track this down because it could be.
Mike Maddox kind of has a hobble to it too, but
okay, so it could be Mike. I don't know.
I'm gonna try to go to the Rangers Mariners series up in Seattle in August.
Dude, you told me about that. That sounds awesome.
I want to go to T-Mobile Park, but it's so fucking expensive to go up there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's kind of bad.
You really do get spoiled in the Dallas Metroplex, or just like I don't know, in a city where like the team isn't so important. Like I went to a couple Hornets games for I think like $35, which is the price of a Stars game in Dallas. You know what I mean?
Dude, Rangers tickets used to be free in the 90s. Like
right.
They would be like, get in with a smile.
Yeah.
Well, I think in the summer in the dog days and shit, you'll probably see a change. But also the team's 8-2. It's not a billion degrees outside.
Right.
Now that they got all that whole Texas Live area, there's like other shit to do down there.
Right.
At the whole park, it was like, all right, welcome to halfway between Fort Worth and Dallas.
Yeah, there might be a fireworks show later.
Okay, but it's also insane because Arlington really is like, hey, if you're trying to spend some money, they want you to, and like you're gonna get your money's worth for sure. But why is there
9 stadiums back to back next to Six Flags and Hurricane Harbor? It's like,
but also like, why is there no public transportation? Like, why is there no train?
Me and Breakdancer Andy were talking about this. There should be like a fucking 15-minute bullet train from Denton to fucking Arlington.
You can't even take the train to Dallas from Denton without having to like change in like.
And the Denton line closes much earlier than the Dallas, you know.
Right,
you're
not getting back.
You can take the train there, but you can't get back.
Nope.
Right.
No, I was working a job where I was doing that every morning, and it wasn't that bad getting there. I'd ride my bike to the train, read a book, whatever, get off the train. I was only about a mile away from the right in the down. I don't remember what it's fucking called, but right at the stadium or the basketball stadium. God damn
Victory
it.
Park.
Yeah. Yes.
The Victory Park station. Yeah.
Yes, sir. But then, that was the thing. Is like, okay, well, either I like have to get a bigger Uber because this fucking Denton line has shut down, or I have to walk to
because you were taking your bike.
Right. It was either or, and I'm still paying for an Uber too. It just sucks.
Should have rode a unicycle instead, bro.
Dang.
Right. You know what? Well, nowadays, like I definitely could have get some sort of electric bullshit for cheap, but wasn't that popular.
We were talking about.
Heelys. You should get Heelys, bro.
Yeah, you should Heely all the way there, bro, and just glide like them kids in the mall. When we
you seen that guy on Instagram, Mr. Heely Girl?
Yeah, I love that. If it's the same guy who just amazing.
I started following this guy that is on rollerblades that just bad mouths people's mailboxes.
About to roast some mailboxes on my motherfucking rollerblades. Oh, you got a little sorry piece on top of you. That makes sense, you sorry piece of shit. Oh, look at you, king of the mountain. You Machu Picchu shit. Who do you think you are, Craig Kimbrell?
Oh, yeah.
And he calls people's mailboxes a piece of shit, and then
he does rap battles
about it.
Yeah, dude, that's funny.
Wow.
Yeah, he goes hard.
Dang,
he doesn't put out like hella content, but he's still really funny.
Just roasting mailboxes, dude.
Yeah.
That's a guy who gets the internet. He understands the internet.
He knows 100%. What we're doing here. But no, I-35's not even fucking finished, dude. So, like, how are we going to put a train in? Like,
if they wanted to, they would.
You can take, if you are a real psychopath, you can do it.
Sure.
But you have to take, here's how you have to do it from Denton. You have to take the A train to the Green Line to the transfer station at Victory Park, where then you can get on the Trinity Rail Express, which goes from Fort Worth to Dallas. But it would probably take you like 2 days.
Yeah, exactly. And even then, like you're gonna have to try to get a bus at some point there or walk, like because it's still gonna get. Yeah, you're still gonna be a good couple miles. Yeah. No, well, they don't want. I mean, ultimately, what it comes down to is it's not about the Rangers. Unfortunately, it's about the Cowboys, since that stadium's right there too. And I mean, people are gonna come and pay to park there. That's just how it's.
I do see shuttles dropping people off at the Rangers game whenever I go.
I'm sure there's.
I don't know where those originate.
Right, like I mean,
just
those
really far parking lots. Or like, I think if you park at like that Boomer Jacks, that's like a couple miles away. They have a shuttle too.
Right. I mean, a lot of businesses do that. Where hey, come here pregame, and then
that's
we're
like a
shuttle.
WinStar thing, honestly.
Didn't
Choctaw? This is a Rangers podcast.
Right? Choctaw didn't lose. Lucky Lou's and didn't do that a couple.
Yeah, they used
times.
to do buses.
Yeah, I think that bus is broken or something. It's parked back there.
I guess
I know Eastside does that shit, and they go to the parties and stuff.
It's funny because it's like, is it really worth it if all these people were going to drink here anyway?
Right. But
it's still
I like party buses. I love
it's still the wildest of times. It's amazing. I just wonder if like Lou's was actually making money on it.
It's more about the pageantry, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's about
what we're talking about here.
It's about the pageantry. It's about rolling down 35 in a bus with your name on it, full of people having a great fucking time.
Yeah, like fog machine going on that thing.
Probably get pulled over.
Right now, it's looking like Josh Young is set to return for the Cubs series.
Yeah,
one day.
Man, so I tell you what, we're gonna go play in Chicago, but it's like too early in the season and the ivy's all brown and shit.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool though. I want to go hit like a Chicago like day-night doubleheader, like hit a Cubs day game and then roll to the other side of town and watch the White Sox.
Yeah, I've been to Comiskey Park
shit.
down off Dan Ryan, and I got to tell you, I went during a Labor Day game, and I saw like Chris Sale pitch and shit. This was like almost 10 years ago now. But that park is so historically beautiful, and its fans deserve such a better fucking set of owners.
Well, they're going to get better.
Yeah, I've never been to Wrigley. Robbie's been to Wrigley, but I haven't. Wrigley looks cool too.
You been to any other notable away games? Any cool stadiums?
No, like I said, I'm trying to go to T-Mobile Park up in Seattle, but
so Denver's tight, I guess.
yeah, I want to go to Coors Field.
Did that, and then Boston's obviously dope.
Yeah,
I sat in those seats from Fever Pitch. I mean, we bring up Fever Pitch every pod now.
Yeah,
I threw up, dude. I swear it was the clams.
It was the clams.
It was the egg rolls, not the ecstasy.
Honestly, that's why I think if I could choose any of them, it would be Boston, just because I want that food. I want
and
that.
to go over to Lansdowne and fucking.
No, well, that's what's so unique, right? Yeah,
Green Monster.
I mean, just even like being outside that stadium is apparently just so incredibly unique. But
someone was telling me they shut Yaki Way down or whatever, so that they don't even do that anymore.
Oh, really?
But,
Really?
I mean, that's what someone told me. I ain't been, obviously. But I'll be out there trying to.
That would be
The Rangers have lobster rolls now too, though.
Yeah,
but
lobster rolls.
$60 for a lobster roll in Texas, dude.
I'd like to go to Camden. I'd like to go to Oracle Park. I'd like to go to, like I said, Wrigley Field, and some others in there. But
I went to the Dodgers a handful of times.
Yeah, how is that stadium?
Chavez
It's
Ravine.
like 50,000 people, right?
I mean, it's. I love the view. I mean, especially from like I went first with somebody, and like they showed me exactly where. Hey, this is a cheap but also in the shade, and you have a great view spot. So from where I was, man, like I mean, the view of just kind of the hills and stuff and houses and all the bullshit. I mean, it's in such a perfect spot in the city. Where it feels tucked away when you get there, and then when you're in there, like you actually still feel like you're in the middle of the city. So, yeah, and then you got I think the first time I went it was Puffy. Puffy did the or Fluffy.
Those are two very different.
I know one of them's a rapist. No.
Rapper.
Oh yeah, a rapper, not a rapist. I apologize. Yeah. Fluffy.
Dancing all in the videos.
Yeah. I cannot wait for the South Park, by the way. But no, Fluffy threw out the first pitch. And so, I don't know. It was just such
Are you talking about the
really fat comedian?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm following you. I was like, who the fuck is Fluffy, dude?
I don't remember his real name.
Was it a strike?
Dude.
Gabriel Iglesias.
Gabriel Iglesias. I think that's right. Yeah. No, but it's just so funny because even from as far away as I was, it was like, that's Fluffy. That is absolutely 100%. No question.
He's a big guy.
Yeah. And so I don't know. That was really cool, but I mean, just in general, I mean, you don't gotta have a celebrity throwing out the fucking pitch or whatever. No, that was the last game actually, because I went to 3, and the last one I went to was the last game. Nobody was there because they were already a shoe-in. They didn't play like half the people that you wanted to see. So anyway,
right.
That was my experience.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like I said, I think T-Mobile Park's just really beautiful. I sat there and watched it. They did the home run derby there in 23 or 24. I don't know. It looks really nice, and plus, I've never been up to the Northwest. I really like their aesthetic. It's been like that weather here this weekend, kind of chilly, overcast, a little bit rainy. Love that shit. So I'm snuggled up today in all the gear.
Hate it.
And I'm just like celebrating this Ranger sweep. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so I'm glad
I got a big dog shirt.
Oh,
hell
roof,
yeah.
roof. No, James, I knew you were gonna reference your gear there, and I mean this is really nothing, but I haven't brought it up to you, and I just remember like when the Rangers won, I was like, the like really the one person I talk to all the time at this point. I wasn't talking to Matt as much, I guess, texting. But I was like, I'm going to text James. I'm going to be like, ooh, the Rangers won. And I just got the most, like, nothing response from James whenever I was like,
really?
Ooh. Yeah. I was just like, oh, okay, cool. All right.
I think I was probably crying, dude.
Yeah. No, because
I was like sulking.
It was like right after. So I bet you
surreal.
You were just like, shut the fuck up.
I think I was sitting in my
Shut the
recliner
fuck up.
downstairs, and my wife was like, "Aren't you so happy?" And I was like,
Is that your impression of your wife, dude?
she doesn't
I
sound.
bet your wife does not sound like that at all.
She does not sound like that, but she was like,
Aren't you
like,
so happy?
truthfully, like really happy for me, and I was just like,
Yeah.
probably
Yeah,
one
that's
tear
awesome.
coming out, and I was just sitting in silence, like soaking it in.
I was raging.
So good at
East
it.
Side.
Yeah.
Just
I was
East
pretty
Side
happy,
on the big screen. That was the way to do it.
I mean, who else? I don't know. Like, was Lanky there? You know what I mean? Like, who else? Yeah, man. See, that's probably where you needed to be in Denton if you weren't like, having a nice moment with your wife at home, pretending like you don't want to bawl your eyes out.
Yeah. I watched most of it at like Dusty's, I think, and it was like, dude, when they're about to wrap it up, I'm ahead for a different vibe.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Hell yeah. I would definitely
Damn shitty parade.
I watched
Well,
it
it's
with
Arlington. I mean,
yeah. I watched it with my grandmother. Okay.
Grandmas are tight, bro. Tell her I said what's
Dude,
up.
I will. I need to call her. It's been about 2 weeks, so I'll let her know.
was this when you? Yeah, this would have been when you were back in Mesquite, right?
Yeah, no, I was in Rockwall, so
Rockwall, that's right.
not as bad as
it-
Mesquite.
Me and
Grandma
Wes
on
went
the
to
pod.
went to a
Probably do it.
weird ass little dive bar in Rockwall that was awesome.
No,
I
it's
love
my kind of bar.
weird-ass dive bars.
that's the one I'll look it up and you know
It's
what?
like the Rose something or something like
yeah,
that.
I'll throw up like the Google Maps of it on the. I don't remember right now. I'll look at Yellow Rose. Either way, man. Yeah,
It had like 2 people in it and a jukebox and a pool table, and I was like, "This is my spot."
I
I
won't.
like that they got the jukebox app. I'm gonna play a song to a bar that I'm not at right now.
There you go. Make sure it's like a Miles Davis like Bitches Brew. It's like 28 minutes long. No, but yeah, I definitely am not going to confirm that I went to the Yellow Rose and alone and left not alone. I can't confirm
okay.
that. I can't confirm that. Oh, dude, this was
Boy.
bro. This was 7 years ago. This was another person. You know what I mean? I couldn't do it now. I'd be like, hi, hey, can I just take a water? I don't drink. No, I'm
They'd
sorry.
be like, "Then get the fuck out."
Well, so this is what I do when I walk into bars. No one asks, but this is what I do. I'd be like, hey, can I get like a Diet Coke? Just something I can tip you for. Because I'll tip you $20 right now. But half the time they're like, here, no, it's free. And I'm like, okay, but I need to tip you. I need to tip you. And they never, like, dude, half the time they don't even let me do it. So, I don't know.
Down in that club level at the bars, like open bar or whatever, like, well, I don't have any cash. Like, do you have like a QR code so I can Venmo you the tip or something like that? Like, oh, we're not supposed to do that.
See,
But,
It's like, so why do you have a jar out?
that's some horse shit.
well, for instance, cash, but they like, I guess they couldn't share their like personal.
You know what?
Like,
That's
Venmos.
that's collusion, with like big ATM. Whatever ATMs are in that fucking stadium, want your fee so you tip the person that you want to tip. Yeah.
Dude, that spot's so sick though. Like you go in through you don't go in with everyone else.
Right.
Like you go in through like VIP entrance or whatever, and then you walk through your own metal detector. They don't ask you to take all the shit out of your pockets like the public ones. Then you go straight into an elevator. You go down, and then they're like, your seats are there, or you can take another elevator and you can go down even further, and it's like a literal club. And there's like little neons running everywhere and tables. It's pretty sick, man.
No, you know what? I got to
A carving station.
Ooh, see, I'd be fascinated by that. I'd forget that there was a game going on. Look at this. Look at him, dude. Look at this.
It's cool that you just like, having like a little prime rib and watching some dudes take
Dude.
batting practice. That's tight.
That does sound amazing. No, I was lucky enough to work one day. No, I'm sorry. Maybe it was 2 days. I don't remember. Where anyway, on like a TV show that was filming during one of the Mavs playoff games last season. And yeah, like that was the same thing. They were like, "No, just come through here." And like, yeah, we walked in through where the players walked in. We went up through an elevator, and it opened up into just like, yeah, like, oh my god, where I've been here so many times. I've been here like a dozen times in the past, like, I don't know, 5 years. Where am I? This is crazy. And yeah, it was
Now
some
imagine
club.
seeing all the nuclear warhead sites at the shopping malls across America.
What?
and
tripping.
and at this
You don't
this
think there's missiles?
and at
out
this
In the
there?
mall? Why they put them in the mall?
Because no one goes there anymore, dude.
yeah.
Dude, I love going to empty malls.
No, me too. Oh, okay. You know what?
You should work for Vice.
Not to get too much off on that, but Matt, how quickly did you go to a mall like in 2020 or 2021? Like
Well,
pandemic time.
Like just because I was stoked I wanted to go to the mall. You mean?
Well, I mean, yeah, like that's what I'm saying is it was definitely late. I mean, maybe fall 2020 where I was just like on my way to see my mom or, whatever. And I just like, you know what? I'm going to see if I can go into, what was it? It was like the shops at Legacy. No. I don't remember
Plano?
what fucking mall. It was over near Plano, but it wasn't shops at Legacy. I don't remember. I don't remember
with the shops at Legacy though. I like the outdoor mall vibe.
Well, so it wasn't an outdoor one. This is what I'm saying. I don't remember the fucking mall. I apologize. But I went in there. Wow.
Gainesville Outlet.
It wasn't the Gainesville Outlet. No, it
KB
was
Toys, dog.
I miss KB
Yeah.
Toys. I miss
I
it.
fuck with North Park because they got ducks in there.
Yeah. Well, North Park is the last privately owned mall in the country. So, yeah.
Did you know the name of the Louisville Mall? It used to be called Vista Ridge, right?
Yeah, it
But
used to
now
be
it's
called
called-
Vista
Now
Ridge.
it's like Music City.
Music City.
Yeah.
Louisville's the Music City.
No,
bro.
it's still called Vista Ridge, dog. I'm
Makes
not
no
calling
sense.
it that.
But also, there's a secret Asian grocery store in the basement.
I've heard that.
What?
Dude,
That
it's
sounds
wild.
awesome.
And it's like a really good grocery store.
And there's like
Right.
like Chinese ladies like smoking cigarettes, playing mahjong
Fuck.
above it and shit.
I like that
Yes.
shit. That's
See-
my vibe.
See, that's the American. Let's not get bogged down on that.
Do you think we should do the Immaculate Grid?
Matt,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Let's do the grid real quick. I'll do it. I'll pull it up on my phone.
And then you can just clip it in and post.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I'll screen record on my phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good. Cool. Well, then let's do it. Immaculate grid time.
All right, Matt. Angels and Dodgers.
Shohei Ohtani.
That's going to be a high percentage, though. We don't want that one, right?
Oh, okay.
And then we've got the White Sox Dodgers, 200 plus wins career pitching and Dodgers, White Sox and Braves, 200 wins, 200K, and then you've got 200K for Sox and Angels.
I'm trying to pull it up so I can just remember it. All right, we'll pick a couple while I'm pulling it up.
Yeah.
All right, 200 wins, 200Ks. I'm going with Nolan Ryan.
Are you sure?
No, because I want to use that for the Angels.
Oh.
200K season. He probably definitely had that with the Angels, right?
Here, go into a little more detail. What are you breaking down? Like what are you looking at? What are you considering? Just for the audience.
So 47%er.
Not for me or anything.
That's pretty high.
Basically, we're trying to get immaculate on the grid. You
Yeah.
only got 9 spots to fill it in, and you want the lowest percentage ranking. Obviously, Nolan Ryan just fucked us because I put 47% Nolan Ryan on the Angels.
Oh, so the total of what you're doing, you want the lowest percentage? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, well, you gotta, and also don't miss any. But yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right.
We'll see if we can get this done.
All right.
Angels Braves is tough for me.
Why is it tough?
Braves. There's Braves right there.
I can't think of anyone.
Torrey Hunter. Maybe.
Nope. Don't use it. What did I do? White Sox LA. Was Jermaine Dye ever a Dodger?
I know he was
He
athletic.
was on the A's. Yeah.
That was Gruden, like broke his knee or whatever.
Kershaw probably has 200 wins.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see. Braves 200 wins. I already used my boy, but I'll use
Glavin.
I'm gonna use John Smoltz. I think he's less. White Sox Braves, White Sox Dodgers.
White Sox Dodgers.
Przinsky?
Was Brzezinski a Dodger?
I don't know. No, he wasn't. Don't use it. Wanaribe.
Well, I was gonna say
Hey, Wanaribe works for.
Robin Ventura. Oh, Nolan Ryan punched him in the face.
That's true. He did.
What?
You know.
Oh no, I know. And so does the audience. Here it is.
Whatever. I didn't get it. Doesn't matter.
All right. Well, we tried.
All right, immaculate grid over. Cool.
I'll send you that. Wes.
Sick. We'll see it.
Also, just throwing another thing we need to send you. Let's get the clip of breakdancer Andy doing windmills in the stadium.
And here it is. Actually,
is that what took him so long getting back to the car?
he had to get a.
I don't think he knew where he was. I was like,
I did. Yeah, he was kind of going off. I was the DD that night, so I only got one alcoholic beverage, which was a gin and grapefruit, which was delicious, and it was for free.
Gin and grapefruit. Interesting choice.
Yeah.
What are you on your period?
What are you on your period? I think that's cranberry.
What is it, your period?
Yeah.
It is. I just need an
So
excuse.
fuck you, Wes.
Diuretic.
Well, I just need an excuse to put the clip in, but I guess I'll go affirmative.
Get
Yeah.
him a cranberry juice.
Get him a cranberry juice. Yeah. So anything else before? I only have one note for.
What is it?
Ooh, you were mentioning it before we recorded.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's do it around the MLB. Yeah. You know what?
One notable thing.
Yeah. It's only one today, guys, but it is pretty incredible. And it is. Let's see, a giant ass rabbit. I think it was a promotional stunt, but I don't care. It's a beautiful, cute.
What's an ass rabbit?
An ass rabbit is one that doesn't chew on your asshole. He only licks it. You've trained him.
Are there normal sized ones?
Well, I mean, you asked me. Do you want a small or do you want a substantial sized tongue on your asshole?
If you said this was a giant bunny, that wouldn't do it justice. It's a giant ass bunny, dude.
It is a massive giant ass bunny. Yeah.
That was in the Giants game.
Yeah.
When you told me about it, I looked it up because I hadn't seen that. And the website I was on said it was someone's emotional support rabbit. Or like a therapy bunny.
All right. I mean, I definitely would be very comforted by his presence. But I guess the only reason I thought it was maybe a promotional thing is because the guy who's holding him has like a rabbit logo on his baseball tee.
Well, he's the rabbit guy. Like, if you have a rabbit like that, like,
exactly.
When people talk about you, like, hey, like, is Wes coming out? He's like, Wes, like, yo, you know Rabbit Wes?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, exactly.
Like the rabbit guy.
What wasn't there a brief period in Denton like 10 years ago, maybe even over 10 years ago, where there was like a guy who would walk around with a snake? I feel like every college town had that guy.
Snake guy, yeah, I don't like Snake guy.
We had Blanket.
We got
You remember
Flat Earth guy?
Oh yeah, we definitely got him. You remember Blanket Boy? Anybody remember Blanket Boy?
I feel like I do.
It was maybe only about a 2-3 year period where like I think it was a college kid who eventually became homeless, but he would just kind of stand around covered in blankets.
Like a lot of more blankets than he needed.
Especially,
like I know, like guy with the animal heads that plays the keyboard,
Yeah,
right.
Tiger head
Price
keyboard
Master.
That
like,
yep. There's that one dude. He's kind of got longer hair. He's either really tan or Hispanic. How could I know?
Ask him.
Why would I have? I'm not asking it.
What color were they?
I've seen that. I've seen that dude for 15 years skulking around like Denton and. Yeah, anyway, that's a story.
You got to drop the Pineapple Express, Craig Robinson. What color were they?
Yeah.
What color were they? Yeah.
Another notable thing from the game.
Yeah.
I forgot about this, but so these guys sitting in front of us, they like went down to the club and they came back to their seats like the first inning. And when they come back, one of them had like ice packs like all over his face, bro.
Yeah, like he got punched in the mouth.
Yeah, I thought like maybe he had a fight down there or something.
He had it on his lip. Like I was watching him and he had it like on his mouth, like he took a liner to the face earlier. Because those guys look like they played ball.
And then okay, racist.
What were they? Hispanic,
Baseball.
white, Japanese?
They were all different colors.
So it was one Hispanic, it was one white, and it was one Japanese.
I didn't see any Hispanics, but they were black and white.
Yeah, but anyways, there was a guy in front of me, so I could see his phone, and he was googling shellfish allergies.
Oh shit!
He had too much peel and eat shrimp down at the Daniel Club level.
Dude, that's fucking
he didn't
hardcore.
know.
Like I've been there because I am allergic to shellfish, and if you don't know that you are,
right,
like you're about to have a tough time breathing for a while.
That's scary. I don't like
so,
that.
Damn, that's crazy. They should have hit him with some bennies.
Yeah, everyone in the group was having a great time except for the one dude in the first inning with a
That poor
face.
kid, man. Dude.
And he's never gonna live that down. He's never
That's
gonna
rough.
live it down.
Those shrimps did look good though.
Dude,
I was about to take one for the team and just fucking nibble on one and see what happens.
when I got home that night, I reached in my pocket and I was like, man, what is that? And I pulled it out. I still had the bag of gummy worms, but then, like,
What
my
a
body
fucking
heat,
clutch find.
Yeah.
my body heat had like transferred to them. They were
Right.
so gross, dude.
Right.
They did not hold up.
Amalgamated.
I'm just like really relieved you said you didn't pull out like a couple shrimps. I would have been shook.
That would have been way funnier, though.
It would have been funnier, but also like, are you all right? You know?
You had like 12 shrimp tails.
Yeah, I finished the pocket shrimp in the Uber to put back.
Good. Yeah, and unless you have
Pocket
a
shrimp.
right, no, but unless you have a dedicated pocket like Napoleon Dynamite,
Yeah,
clearly
for his
had-
tots. Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna be really uncomfortable with you just using your normal like back pocket for shrimp. You know?
Old Navy carpenter pants did come
Yeah.
out at the
We
game
were talking
somehow.
about Carpenter.
Okay.
And then Napoleon Dynamite's top pocket did come up as well. So that's
I think
crazy
it-
that
Oh.
we didn't even bring it up and you did.
Was it the guy that threw out the
Perfect.
first pitch was wearing Carpenter pants, maybe?
mean-
Well, we were talking about the Target dog, and then it rolled into
Oh,
Old
yeah,
Navy, and I could have
yeah,
sworn Old Navy
yeah.
used to have a dog.
Just put a nice like. Oh yeah, I think you're right. Anyway, no,
Didn't
no, maybe I'm thinking of the Target dog as well. But
Dude,
no,
you better get on my side on this because me and Matt argued for a while over it.
About the Target dog?
About the Old Navy dog. They used to have a dog, dude, and I think it was like a wishbone dog.
No, that's Target.
yeah, it's Target.
Target has a bullseye dog that's like a bully breed. It's like an American bulldog or some shit like that.
We'll have to Google some like 90s, 2000s Old Navy ads or whatever.
Who gives a
but-
shit? The guy with carpenter pants that threw out the first pitch wasn't on the mound when he did it, and it kind of rubbed me the
Oh, yeah, he was standing like 2 feet in front of the mound. Like,
Yeah.
Well, maybe
And
he's
he
had
still
like
didn't hit
maybe
the
he has
zone.
shoulder surgery, guys. I don't know.
He's a rodeo guy, so maybe that could be possible.
There you go.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was bad luck. Like, he was what you can't wear boots on the mound. Psh.
Oh, all right. Well, hey, decorum. We got to stick to these tradition, guys. Get robots in the game. I almost
That's
said
true.
almost said Raybots. Anyway, well,
All right, well, we'll see y'all Friday.
yeah, hell yeah, guys. All right,
All right.
Go Rangers.
bye.
Good boys.
Woo.